Tracy McWilliams, CEO, Inspire Global Ventures. I'm talking about the future of entrepreneurship and innovation in a digital world. What is a better venue to talk about innovation and entrepreneurship than Digital Evolution Institute? So this is about keeping it interesting. This is about, oh, do I have the clicker? Okay. I have to get adjusted here. There we go. So this is about all of that. So everyone in this room here, how many in this room have an iPhone? I do. How many in this room have a Mac? So it's a good portion of people in this room. So one of the great wisdom visionaries for entrepreneurship and innovation is Steve Jobs. The ones that are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do. And Steve Jobs is a perfect example of what Digital Evolution Institute, entrepreneurship, and innovation is about. Bringing together technology, entrepreneurship, investment, and now we've had an incredible panel of creative visionaries. And so it really is bringing those four pillars together, and we're really, really enjoying the process of innovating through this program. The next slide, let's see here. Okay. So innovation and entrepreneurship in a digital world, that's what this is about. So we're talking about creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship, and marketing. These are the four pillars, really, that change the world and have changed the world in the past. But things are changing now. So if we look at creativity, it's really recognizing ideas. Hey, this is a good idea. I want to be able to do this. And it's 2, innovation, creating values from those ideas. 3, it's creativity, dedication, focus, passion, and executing ideas. But what's interesting here is innovation is disrupting the status quo. It is pushing the limits of what people think is possible. And right now, every day, the limits are being pushed. But many times you don't know it. So innovation in a digital world takes the 4 pillars, creativity, marketing, innovation, and entrepreneurship, and it adds technology. So the digital world today allows us to interact with innovative products and innovative ideas in creative new ways. So now we are seeing entrepreneurship, creativity, and innovation in action in real time accelerated. This is why the acceleration will continue, and it will go at the speed of light. Speed of sound. So simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Again, Steve Jobs. So Apple accelerated its product adoption with this vision. And it continues to accelerate its product adoption with its new AR piece that it just came out with. So here's the truth about innovation. Innovation is happening all the time. You just don't know it. And innovation that is sticky is what you see, experience, and adopt. This is innovation you know. It is the adoption that takes innovative ideas and accelerates products. It is the adoption that changes how you live in the world. So innovation, you're innovating all the time. You hear of all these great companies, of entrepreneurs that are starting businesses in technology, and you're like, wow, why didn't I hear about that? Because innovation that is sticky is what gets adopted. We heard on the robotics panel that the robotics, and Buck Jordan talked about the food industry, that is what's starting to get adopted, robotics in the food industry. So as adoption occurs, you hear more and more and more about it. On the later panel, we're going to hear from Rain Steinberg, who's going to be talking about blockchain and digital assets. We heard a lot about blockchain. But it is now, over time, will get adopted, and you will hear more and more about it. So simple or complex ideas used in simple ways is what gets adopted. The more complex an idea, the more process you have to go through to get it adopted. If it's simple to use and people see it in use, it's easier for it to get adopted. Technology allows us to interact and connect with innovation in new ways, directly impacting the way we live. So adoption, it's through adoption of innovative ideas and products that innovation occurs and grows. Change occurs and a new vision is created. How many people have been with their bank for a long period of time, their existing bank? Okay, I have. And the reason is they have all of our information. I don't want to transfer all my information, my history, and to open a new account and for us to establish a new relationship, they have all my information. I can pull up a statement from 10 years ago, anything I need. So this is why adoption is more difficult than the process of innovation. You can innovate, but getting it adopted is important because of change. So innovation in a digital world, what does it mean? Okay, it means taking an idea, wrapping them in technology to create ease of use and efficiency in processes. That means accelerating innovation to change the way you live. And we don't know it yet, and I think Larissa brought this up, is change is really occurring quickly now. And if you don't cut your own path through innovation and you don't take that process and change, you will be left behind. Because whatever has worked yesterday or even today is not going to work in the future. So it's leveraging technology to do more. So what does it mean? It means fast, faster, and fastest. If you're not moving fast, fastest, and faster through the process of your even thought process of what you're creating, then you will be left behind. And it could be 6 months, it could be a year, but it's happening quickly. Oh, here. One of the areas I do want to touch on is disruptive innovation. There's been a lot of conversation, and I think Larissa brought this up, about Blockbuster, about Kodak, about these companies. Disruptive innovation is smaller companies targeting lower-end, neglected segments of the market to take market share from larger companies. We have an entire ecosystem of early-stage seed and Series A companies that are raising capital that are disrupting every industry. And fintech and financial technology, the creative markets, there's no exception. This is happening all the time. So as we talked about, there's disruptive fintech companies that are happening all the time. This is why the banks are buying the financial technology companies. Otherwise, they will lose their customer base. So entrepreneurs innovate and create change and impact by seeing a need in the marketplace, solving a problem, and doing things better. And that's 10 times with technology. If you have an entrepreneur and an innovator that have the same product, the one that will wrap it with technology, as we talked about, Consuelo mentioned Soho Muse, as you wrap it with technology and you get adoption, the acceleration begins to happen at the faster and fastest. So as I mentioned, entrepreneurship in the startup ecosystems, 5 million companies are created just in the early stage area of financial technologies, for example. 900 plus are unicorns. That's 13 trillion, is that right? 13 trillion. And now we have decacorns and hectacorns. So there's no longer just a unicorn. So we're 10 billion and 100 billion. 1/5 of the startups operate in the fintech space, which is saying disruption is happening there quickly, innovation is happening there quickly, and it will continue to accelerate. And before you know it, you'll pick up your phone, you will just think, I have to connect with the bank, and the bank will be in your phone, and they'll be like, hey, did you need to connect with me? It's happening already through AI. 10 of the highest values fintechs are in China, the US, and India. So those areas will continue to grow and accelerate. 61% of the startups offer business to business. 65% of startups fail. And they fail because they don't have the right product market fit. It's like this outside of the idea and coming up with a business plan, if you don't know your market, you haven't drilled down to what your product market fit is, the probability that you will be around in 3 years is very low. Product market fit is crucial as you continue to scale. 9% of startups last 10 years. That's startups that have been started and even exited. 40% fail because product market fit, and 60% believe that AI is the future in fintech, and it is across the board. And so, let's see here. Oh, is that it? Oh, so thank you, everyone.